who was in state from my village. So I would like to see every one of you over our different achievement. So that's what we have. So okay, Rahat, we can proceed, right?
Yeah, we can proceed, and like if anyone join, they can see us. So and
Okay.
yeah, everything is working so like pretty well. So yeah,
Oh,
so so let me introduce you first. As it looks like most of the developers are from Bangladesh. So hello everyone. This is Rahat Yasir. Many of you know me, and because I was pretty active with Bangladeshi IT developer community, and like I got a lot of things like thought of my career when I was in Bangladesh. And last year I moved here in Canada and like working here as a researcher at University of Saskatchewan. And I'm also in Microsoft MVP in Windows development. So as a part of my work, I do like talk at different seminars and conferences. And today, we are organized as a part of C Sharp Corner Canada chapter. We are organizing a webinar for developers all over the world, especially for Bangladeshi MSPs and developers. So we have Deepak Kaushik. He's our keynote speaker today. He's C Sharp Corner MVP, and also he's working at Regina, Solvira Solutions, Regina, Canada, as a senior technical consultant. So I guess like we're really lucky to have Deepak here today, and he's gonna share his experience, his what he has faced throughout his career, and it will be really helpful for all of us. So Deepak, please proceed. It's your turn now.
thanks, Rahat. Thanks for kind word. It's gratitude of Rahat. We are doing as a team, and definitely we would like to see everyone in conference to join us as a team. It's team effort. So yeah, you could say CSAP Corner Regina chapter event. We have started Regina chapter event for technical community. The objective is to have a platform where we could discuss about technical stuff, the uh, cutting edge technology. And if we talk about cutting edge technology nowadays, cloud is in demand. The reason is today we can't expect any company without internet, and same would be as rare as any company without cloud in 2020. That is not my line, that is by Microsoft. So if you improve your skill set in cloud computing, definitely you have very bright future. This is the right time. Take the bus, everyone in conference. This is really a good time. As you could say, 5 years back it is MSBI. Before that there are different technology boom up. If you improve your skill set in Azure, definitely you have very bright career. So today we talk about Azure Data Warehouse. Objective is very clear, to compare it with traditional data warehouse versus the Azure data warehouse. What is the benefit? How we can do that? So if we talk about warehouse, warehouse means where something has been stored, right? If I would say fruit warehouse, where fruit has been stored. So data warehouse talk about where data has been stored. But why cloud data warehouse? That is another question. Why don't on-prem data warehouse? If you got the opportunity to visit any data warehouse, then definitely you came to know it's very big on-prem. I have been at Xerox warehouse at Webster, which is in 5 kilometer long. We have to take cycle from one building to another building. So that is the on-prem data warehouse. And why we are moving to cloud data warehouse, we will compare between another performance stuff, why traditional or massive parallel processing, you could say cloud data warehouse. Another stuff is how to measure the data warehouse performance, and we will execute some query to look over how it works. So first of all, what data warehouse is? Traditional data warehouse is at client building. So if you open data warehouse for your company or your organization, definitely you had couple of machines who are at on premises. So that is the data warehouse, traditional data warehouse. So if you have machine, definitely you have to take care about its configurations, its various operating systems, its cost, its networking, internet access, security, etc. So we will touch each and every point, and uh, that is the certain things which we have to take care of traditional data warehouse. The cloud has changed this scenario totally, because we don't have to bother about building, we don't have to bother about machine configuration, machine upgradation. So that is the cloud data warehouse. So first question which come into our mind, you will say, Deepak or Rahat, why Azure Data Warehouse? Why not SQL Database Warehouse or Oracle Data Warehouse at one machine? That is the first question come into our mind. Like, why don't I have data warehouse in Toronto or Saskatchewan or New York or Germany instead of our office on-prem, say at Dhaka? So why it's on cloud? What is the, say, second question is, okay, we understand, let's, it would be the Azure data warehouse. What is the advantage? What I will gain it? Why I will choose Azure data warehouse? Why I will choose cloud data warehouse? That is the another question which come into our mind. No, I will not export my data over the cloud. I couldn't see it. So what is the reason? So I would say performance and scalability are the reason which drives you towards cloud data warehouse. Okay, you could say, okay, if you are saying, but we will do a practical of it. Next is billing and provisioning. Next stuff is, when you propose, you are all our future engineers, you are consultant, you may be doing consultancy for big organization. Couple of my friends are working with International Atomic Research Center, Vienna. So at that point of time, next question in front of you is how much it will cost me. So that is about the billing and provisioning of data warehouse. So that are the some nitty gritty about it. Reason for Azure Data Warehouse is it is platform as a service. You could see my screen. If I'm saying platform as a service, you don't have to worry about operating system. You don't have to worry about software, network access, security. You All these things are taken care by cloud itself. If, for example, when I was working at Xerox, our one of the production server is on 2003 R2. So I got that assignment. Okay, I have to upgrade that uh, production server to 2008 R2, end of life of that server. So that thing, as an activity, you don't have to take care about. Database, how to expand database, which database you have to use, procurement, license cost, nothing you have to worry about. Software, hosting, network access, security, these are the things which are taken care about cloud itself. Doesn't that sound good? That is awesome, right? Everything is available at cloud, and that's what we have Azure Data Warehouse. You don't have to procure machine. You don't have to look for its RAM, its hardware, its software, its security. Everything is taken care by cloud. And nowadays, if you know, there is a lot of security compliances, lot of security breach happened recently, but you will happy to know not a single incident has been recorded till now on the cloud. Okay, another reason, we look over platform as a service. First reason. Another reason, you could say, in in on-prem, if I'm saying on-prem, it means old data warehouse technology. We have symmetric multiprocessing, means one machine communicating with another database. Whereas in cloud, we have multiple machines communicating with each other. What is the benefit of it? Couple of time you have look over if you type an URL, you find 404 error, website not found. So what does it mean? It means website is not available. Whereas in this case, if your machine is, this machine get down, then your request will be procured by here. You will receive your request. So in another way, I'm trying to make it very simple. In another way, what is the benefit? The total uptime of machine would be very high. For example, if you are working as a consultant and you are working for Royal Bank of Scotland, right? If I will say, okay, make a data warehouse, if you choose symmetrical multiple processing and say your server is down because of any incident, because of any reason, the multiple transaction happening around the world will be failed. That will be enormous and number of uncountable business loss, reputation loss. But if you propose multiple parallel processing, you could say, okay, if this machine is down, this machine will return the response, so that if there is $1,000 transaction is happening, that will complete it. So you will not lose client, you will not lose reputation. Okay, so that is the symmetric multiprocessing and massively parallel processing. For simplify, I will say SMP or MPP. SMP is on-prem or old way of data warehouse, where MPP is new way of a data warehouse. In another simple way, uh, symmetric multiple processing share common operating system. They have, common machine, whereas MPP have multiple processor. They communicate by messaging interface. That is the another beautiful feature. If each and everyone is have its own processor, it means we have more high time. We are 16 guys in the call till now. Say if we are on same platform and that platform doesn't responding, or that operating system doesn't responding, we 16 are the different process and operating system is not responding, all 16 will be not respond. We will not respond, we will become unrespond. Whereas if we are on different operating system, then if one process is down, definitely 15 will respond. So I will try to connect the cloud with our day-to-day way of thinking, and that's why my objective is, and because of that, massively parallel processing is very important. For example, here is the user. You could see this user. This may be Biren, Sabir, another my folks, Sariful, and if they request from cloud, there are a number of machine. You could see over here, they are here to give you respond, so you will get respond in each and every time. So that is the another benefit. Okay, so till now we understand what is on-prem computer, what is on-prem data warehouse. We said on-prem data warehouse where data warehouse machine or data is reside on-prem, on that premises, on that building. Say if you are working for Royal Bank of Dhaka, then that machine will be at Royal Bank of Dhaka. So what is the loss? In case of any natural disaster, what will happen? You will lose all data. If server is, not responding, you will lose customer, you will lose transaction. Whereas if you are at cloud, you will mitigate natural disaster, any activity, and because of that, you can run your business every time. That's why it is on demand. It has 99.9%, high time. So the cost. Now the another part is the cost. How much it will cost us, right? Cost is very important part. So if you procure a server, how much it will cost you? That would be the another question. So as you know, Azure subscription is free. The guy who didn't have Azure subscription till now, you will register with your Outlook or Hotmail account. You will get the subscription free. $250 per month will be the free. So you can have, data warehouse for that. So how the power will be measured of data warehouse? Can I ask one question? How the power of a car is measured? Any answer? That will get a gift. How you measure power of a car? In horsepower? Oh, that's right, Chintan. Chintan will get another t-shirt. Okay. Another thing, how you measure the power of electricity? That's right, Sabir. Tap. Awesome. Awesome. That's good. So definitely you guys are very involved. I'm happy to see that. And you everyone deserve for a gift. And so power of data warehouse is measured in data warehouse unit. What does data warehouse unit means? Allocation of resource to SQL data warehouse. How resources are allocated? How many resources allocated? If I'm saying resource, it may be the CPU, it may be the processor, it may be the hardware. So all that unit is measured in, data warehouse unit. So compute power is the power behind SQL data warehouse unit. I will say, okay, my 100 data warehouse unit is not sufficient to take load of this business transaction. Then what will be the next course of action? We will increase our data warehouse unit to more than 100, 750 or 200. So the beauty of this part is, if you procure a laptop, right, if you have some 16 GB of RAM, if you found that RAM is not sufficient, you will take another RAM, plug it. Your motherboard may or may not support it. Whereas in data warehouse unit, if you have to increase the performance, today we will increase the performance, we will do the demo, and it will be the fraction of seconds. Yes, you are right. You can increase the compute power performance of data warehouse unit in fraction of second. You can increase the hardware, you can increase the all the software, you can upgrade the software. So that is the another benefit of, data warehouse unit. So let's take one example, very simple example. If we have 100 data warehouse unit and 3 tables, 3 SQL table or Oracle table, you can consider anyone, load in 15 minutes, right? Then if I increase its data warehouse unit or computing power 5 times, then what will happen? It will increase, it increase 5 times. So 3 table will be loaded in 5, 15 by 5, that is 3 minutes. So 1 minute each table. So you can consider, say TAF is working, with an organization, and as an enterprise architect, I would say, hey TAF, I want to increase the performance of this production server 5 times. So he don't have to, bring RAMs and insert in the socket, and after RAM also he is not sure how the hardware will respond, how the software is compatible with that. He will say, okay, Deepak, I will, work on increasing the data warehouse unit. So that is the beauty. It's make our life, engineers' life, much easier. So that is a benefit of data warehouse unit. We can count on it. We are not sure if we increase 5 times RAM. Certainly we are getting, we will get 5 times performance. We are not sure about that, but we can make sure about it, right? So that is another benefit of data warehouse unit. It is a compute power. We could say, okay, I increase the compute power 5 times. Awesome. So how many data warehouse units should I use? Another question is, um, if we have to start with data warehouse units, say Sabir is saying, okay, Deepak, I want to, start with data warehouse unit, or Sariful Nibir is also discussing with him. So the good way to start with that data warehouse unit is you take, because as we discuss, it is, couple of transactions are free. You could say for a 1 month you can use it free. You start with minimum data warehouse unit. You look over your performance, application performance, say by 100 data warehouse unit. If you want to increase it, increase to 200. So because it's fraction of seconds, you can increase the data warehouse unit. That is the benefit. So you have to start with minimum data warehouse unit. Please note that Azure Data Warehouse unit is from 100 to 6,000 data warehouse unit. You could use 100 to 6,000 data warehouse unit, and it is pay per use. If you are using 100, you will get the cost of 100. If you are using 2,000 data warehouse unit, cost is over there. So in dollars, in Canada, 100 data warehouse unit cost us $1.62 per hour. So you have a clear understanding, because you are all are potential engineers, architects. You should have to take care about, okay, how these things are working, and you have to take care of about that stuff. So cost is in front of that. So you have fair idea. You can share with your, architect meeting, hey, if we start with 100 data warehouse unit, it will cost me $1.62 per hour. And for production, definitely for production server, you can increase it. How the service is built? Now you have data warehouse, you procure a data warehouse. How the service will be built? Service will be built, data warehouse unit used per hour, right? It will be used in per hour. What does it mean, TAF? Uh, it means if there are holidays, right? At Christmas time, we know it's a huge sale in world, right? So you can increase your data warehouse unit. You can increase your data warehouse unit 5 times. Here on Christmas, we take the gift for our friends, we ship them on different stuff. We increase the data warehouse unit. But when it will be the vacation time, you can decrease the data warehouse unit. So the benefit is you can control it, very easily around the globe. You don't have to be at that location to control the performance of your server or data warehouse unit at that location itself. You are traveling, say you guys are at Switzerland, and you get the call from your friend, hey, or your team member, hey, we are experiencing very bad performance. Could you increase it? Because you are the administrator, you can increase from there. So that is the benefit of cloud. You are not dependent. You don't have to be the place where machine is. You don't have to be at Dhaka or Xerox Rochester or Toronto? No, you can do it from anywhere. That is another benefit about our cloud computing. So data warehouse unit costing can be paused if that is not in use. For example, anyone can give example when it could be paused? Any example? Any scenario where we could pause, you know, where we could pause the data warehouse unit?
Can I
Okay,
speak?
yeah, sure.
So in a case when no request is coming from the client and a product is idle, in that case, service won't be costed.
That's nice, Biren. But I would say, okay, if request is not coming right now, but we don't know when request will come, right? It may come after a minute. If you stop,
Uh,
it will come after a second. It will come after an hour. In 2 hours, you may get thousand, 1,000
hmm,
requests. So, but
okay.
I really appreciate Biren. Uh, for me, I would say, okay, we have created data warehouse server at development server, staging server, production server. Development is for developers, and say on weekend, we can schedule on weekend it will stop, right? Because no developer is in the company. No will do development on Saturday or Sunday, right? So in that scenario, we can stop our data warehouse service. And Sabir is also saying, say during holidays, yeah, for development server we could do, or you could say 8 to 5 is our office hours, say 6 p.m. sharp it will stop. We can schedule it. But I appreciate Biren and Sabir for your answer, your involvement. I really appreciate that. Very good answer, guys. So now do look over some practical stuff. That is always interesting. So if you don't have any portal, yeah, you could see my screen. Okay,
Yeah, we
sound
can see
good.
you now.
Yeah, well, so if I click on pricing, here is the SQL data warehouse, right? If I click over here, we could say the region, say in East India or East Asia or Southeast Asia.
Um, we can see your screen, Deepak, the browser, I guess. We can just see the slide.
Okay, that sound something weird. Yeah, if I'm opening my browser, it's let me do in different way.
Maybe you need to minimize the presentation slide.
Okay, is it now? You could see screen.
No, actually.
Okay, well, I guess now you could see, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so what I did, thanks Rifat. This is the Azure portal. If anyone don't have any access, please register it. It is free of cost, $250. That will credit it in your account. You can create your virtual machine. You can create your database. You can host your website like me on Azure or like Rahat. Anything you can do that. And yeah, play around it. Play around it. Take the bus at right time. This is the right time for cloud computing. You all are potential engineers having very bright future, and definitely if you learn, improve your skill set, you have very good opportunity. Okay, I went to pricing. In pricing, if you go here on SQL Data Warehouse, you could see SQL Data Warehousing pricing. So in East India or East Asia or Southeast Asia, in Canadian dollar or US dollar, whatever the currency is, I'm not bother about it. You know how much it will cost you. 100 data warehouse unit cost you 2057. I'm just putting this link in chat box so that uh, you guys, when you got the time, you go over there, register yourself. If you once you register yourself, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask me or Rahat, anytime, and we will more happy to help you. So you got the idea of a data warehouse unit. Just I revisit all the things. We talk about traditional data warehouse unit, which is on prem. We talk about Azure data warehouse unit because of various benefit. You don't have to take care about operating system. You don't have to take care about networking. You don't have to take care about software, because it is the platform as a service. You don't have to take care about security, which is very important. You don't have to worry about natural disasters, say any terrorist, any attack, or natural disaster or some terrorist attack, or anything, earthquake, which is, your data is secure. Why data is secure? Data is the backbone of any business. If you lost data, you lost everything, right? So that is the benefit of cloud. We have storage, we have data storage and snapshot, we have geo redundancy. What does geo redundancy means, right? Let me tell you what does it mean. So once you have your Azure portal. My Azure portal is given by my company. You could see Solvira Solution, uh, and they are also sponsor for our event. So yeah, so once you have your Azure portal, you can go over there. You could see on dashboard, you know, various things where it is present, and you could see the SQL database, virtual machine. I think we got one question about virtual machine also. It is, very easy, but we will talk about this later. I'm getting some background noise. If someone is not at mute, please. Okay, we will go to storage account. From storage account, we can create a data warehouse unit. But before that, I will I will start where we have left. We look over the Azure portal, and Okay. So we look over Azure Portal just now. We look over what Azure Portal is, how it looks over. We look over SQL Azure Data Warehouse. Over here we look over the pricing part, how much it cost, and we find out, okay, how much it will cost me in Canadian dollar, or say any part. We look over Azure dashboard, which you guys are requested to create that. In database, we will go and create some data warehouse, Azure data warehouse, so that you have that idea. So we did that practical stuff. After that, I will create Azure data warehouse, and we will then we will take question and answer, and I will appreciate the best. Okay, so here we are. So this is our Azure portal. If we click on add, if we give the name, say test with Bangladesh Fox. This is Visual Studio subscription. We can use existing resource group. We can create blank database. Elastic pool means there are a couple of properties where I would like to discuss. Elastic pool means where you want it will increase, database size will increase as per demand. For example, you procure with 10 GB. If data is increasing to 15 GB, you don't have to explicitly do that. You have to, that Azure portal will take care about that stuff. So we can create it in the same way. You can have your data warehouse like this. So how we create it? We went over there, we create in add, and from there we you know give all these details on pricing. We look over elastic pool, we look over. So this is on 7th December, which I have created a database. So you can increase, play around it. You can do geo replication. Geo replication means you can have your database at any location. You may want your database to be at replicated at New York, so that in any case there is some natural disaster at that particular location, so you have geo replication on different location. So we will discuss about that properties in detail on next session. And like resource health, performance overview, you have a number of features, but I would like first you will look over that stuff, and you understand why data warehouse is required. What is the benefit? We look over geo replication. Geo replication means where you want to replicate your data. If your one server is at Dhaka, definitely you want another server in different geographical locations, say Europe or US or Canada region. If a particular geography is affected by a storm or tornado or anything, definitely you would, you would, you want your location to be, your data to be safe. So I think we are done. I would like to give the questions answer, and after that questions answer, uh, I will put, maybe I will share more information, but like to share I would like to have questions answer from you guys. So anyone who want to ask any questions, feel free to ask any question regarding cloud, regarding technology, regarding trend. We are more happy to help that, and then we can move ahead for my 2-3 slides. But yeah, any questions? They can unmute yourself. Nikhil is saying how hardware are linked to the cloud. Is well, is it something like linked list? Okay. Well, if Nikhil, if I talk about hardware, what does hardware means for me from computer perspective? Hardware means this my headphone, my laptop, my my hard drive, my processor, my display, my motherboard, etc. So how hardware is linked? Hardware is linked because we have different virtual machine. You could see this machine. If you create this virtual machine, I can create this virtual machine within fraction of minute for you. Say it will ask me, okay, which virtual machine you want to create? Windows server, Red Hat server, Ubuntu server, SharePoint server, right? And yeah, and you don't have to take care about hard drive, you don't have to take care about RAM. So that is a part of our cloud and different virtual machine. Data warehouse itself is 1,000 times more than virtual machine. So that is the reason it will take care of it will take care of virtual machines. So Nikhil, how hardware are linked to the cloud? So the cloud contains hardware, or you can say cloud has connectivity with their data center, cloud specific data center, where they have virtual machine, very big virtual machines, right? Where when I create the virtual machine, say I'm creating a virtual machine, window virtual machine now, I'm giving all that detail. Okay, it's asking me 2012 R2. Now if I create this virtual machine, okay, it's saying, okay, I'm creating this. If I submit this button create, right, you could see virtual machine is over here. You can give the virtual machine name Nikhil virtual machine, right? Username is, I would say, Nikhil. Password, I don't know, Nikhil, what is your default password, but 1234 @ Bangladesh, right? So confirm password. So this is the way you are creating your hardware, and this hardware is connected in cloud. Thanks, Nikhil, for the question. Another question is from Sabir. Can you kindly repeat which cause the consider about where Geo Replicate? Exactly, Sabir. This is very important question, and thanks for asking that. Say let's talk like buddy, right? If I have my my database at Regina where I'm sitting, and my in case of any natural disaster, say earthquake or tsunami or tornado, right? My data center get destroyed. I lost all the data. Being a bank company, being a bank having transaction about trillion of dollars, if I lost the data, I don't know how many money is in Sabir account or how many money is in Deepak account. So it means we lost our data, and as a client we lost our money, right? So if I want to geo replicate it, geo means geographical, replicate, duplicate it. So if I have to geo replicate it, where I will do? Definitely, I will not do in same continent. I will not do in America, North America. Why? Because earthquake is not limited up to kilometers. It may be thousand of kilometers or thousand of miles. Same about tsunami, same about any disaster, you know. So I would like, if my operation is running in Canada, definitely I would look over Asian continent or European continent. That is the reason we would opt for geo replication. And geo replication practice is to do it in different continent. Never do it near to seashore. Never do it in mountain areas. There are a couple of features, couple of principles to do that. I hope I give the answer of your question, Sabir. Thanks for asking such a wonderful question. I think this has clarified to everybody. Tef, can we change the location of our data multiple times? Suppose if someone change their mind later on, why not? You can change. You can change the data. You can change the beauty with cloud is, you can you are not limited or restricted up to the data operating system, the hardware, the software. You have flexibility to do that. You have flexibility to increase that. We have look over. We have just look over how easy it is to increase, down the time. It is the first session. Down the time we will do. Definitely I will invite one of you guys to create one virtual machine over here, related relatively, so that one guy will create a database, and that is the beauty of it. So answer to your question is yes, we can change the location. Let me connect with business. I open a website, I open a business, say deepaktutorials.com. Though I have website deepakoshik.com. My business, my seminars are more successful, say in Europe instead of Asia, then definitely I will move my data center, geographically data center over there. And or you have business, you open a business, Sabir, and TAF, my friend, and your business is more in Europe, then definitely you don't want your business, request will come to Asian continent instead of Europe. You want your data to be at Europe so that it will be the speedy communication. So definitely that is the benefit, and you can move it.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, sir, Biren.
Yes, Deepak, whenever we geo-replicate our data warehouse from one location to another, is it possible to reconfigure the redundant copy in a different way?
If you are talking about redundant copy, you must be referring to the data, which is the data which is on your server, right? You
Okay.
say you have data warehouse in Dhaka. You want another data warehouse in, say, Toronto. So if you create another data warehouse and make it geo replicate, so all the data which is at Dhaka will be at Toronto, and both will be syncing as per the algorithm. That may be in minute, that may be in couple of seconds. So definitely that will be the replication, and that's why it is geo replication. We don't afford to lose any data.
Mm. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, Biren. Thanks for asking such a wonderful question. Sabir, okay, can we create any kind of database in Azure? NoSQL, MySQL? Yes, my friend, we have just look over, you know let me go over here. Let me create the database. It will ask me, okay, what database? Okay, this is SQL database. So we have feature over here. When we create database, it will ask me which database I have to create. So you can create any database. So not you are not restricted up to SQL SQL or MySQL or NoSQL. Recently, ransomware attack is able to attack cloud platform? No. No, very good question, Chintan. Ransomware, if we know, uh, that is, first planned cyber attack having um, trillions of dollars cost to the world. Definitely that does not impact on cloud computer, or very specific to your question, it only impact XP operating system machine. Why? Because they doesn't have spot now, and they specifically made for this. A, B, many ATM machines are still on XP machine. That is another reason. So they are well educated guy who did with the planning. Nihal, if my server is in Asia, then it will be quicker to access it from Asia than other continent. Of course, request time will be definitely faster. For example, if I'm accessing, the server which is at Asia versus the server which is at the same geographical location, definitely it would be fast. That is another one of the principle of networking and also included in cloud. So yeah, I think we are done with the question. Well, I'm very happy to see the questions, and yeah, I would like, before summing up, I would like to I would like you guys, if you go to, I don't know if you have access, but if you go to CSAP Corner website, and if you join CSAP Corner chapter, you can find the articles. Rahat articles is over there. Mine article is over there. The, various blogs is over there. You could read it. You can understand it. First, you can contribute it. You can ask questions. We will give the answer to that questions. Uh, Thirdly, if you write it, your social profile will increase. This is advice to juniors by a senior, you know. Uh, so what will be the benefit if you will say, Deepak, if we create our profile, and why only CSAP Corner? So me, Rahat, we all are at CSAP Corner. This is the good way to start your social profile. Create your account at CSAP Corner. What will be the benefit after 4 year, 5 year, when you will be platinum or gold, or you are at that profile? When you apply for job, definitely you will find, employer will look over your social profile. Let me share you one example. When I gave the interview at Xerox in New York, they ask, they didn't ask only technical question, though interview was 8 9 round of interview, but one interview was dedicated to my social contribution, so which I learned couple of year back. I would like to share. Create your account. You can join our chapter, like Delhi chapter or Regina chapter. I think that is active in Bangladesh also, and if you clear some contribution, you will get, you know couple of recognition in terms of which you can showcase in your profile. For example, you will look over, uh, okay, I'm MVP, I'm chapter lead, I'm a speaker. You will also get that. Please start contributing on any platform, but I'm saying C Sharp Corner, you can connect me at deepakosik.com. So this is my website. You can connect me. I will be happy to, give you answer to your questions. If you have any question regarding your career, how to start, you can post us. We will give. You can connect us. Someone is unmuted himself, and I'm getting a lot of voice. So we would like to give career guidance, career consultancy. Uh, what how what to do, how to get the good result as per our best experience. I think that's what is from my side. And thanks, Sabir. uh, I'm most happy to do that. I would like to share I'm from a village, very, my childhood was village of India. Even I never know, like, I will visit 12, 20 countries. I will speaking in front of, native English speaker. Hindi medium student. So I will happy. I would like to see all you guys